Challenge accepted. Let's see if we can color left-handed today, guys. All right, so you know that I can do right-handed. You've seen a couple of my videos, and I'm pretty decent with the right hand, if I don't say so myself. But I am predominantly right-handed and not ambidextrous in the slightest. So I figured a fun challenge would be to try this left-handed coloring and see how it turns out, guys. So far with this bright orange, I'm doing fairly decent. The fine motor skills haven't been challenged too much quite yet, so we'll give her a thumbs up. So next, moving on to the finer detail, it's more of a challenge using the fine motor skills and trying to get in the nooks and crannies of the little arches here. And whoa, runaway blue! Looks like the grip on the left hand lost control. Starting to notice a definite difference between the right hand and the left hand as we color in these little nooks and crannies. And I think we're beginning to see a little bit of visible fatigue as we have to hike up that gold pencil with our right hand. Getting a little lazy out there, folks. Even from the very beginning, I didn't think I'd do quite this well on the left-handed side, but you know, it's turning out better than I thought. There might be hope for this after all. This challenge reminds me of a meme that I saw online the other day. It had a picture of a mandala, and overhead it said, "Paint the mandala and control your stress." And the picture had with red aggressive crayon coloring all across the mandala, scribbled all over the top, as most aggressive as you could be. So I got a kick out of that, seeing as how mandalas are supposed to relieve your stress and be peaceful and calming. But this project is turning out pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's stressful, and I wouldn't necessarily say that it's calming. Rather, an exercise in patience and an exercise to see one's own abilities. I had no idea that I could color left-handed. So, while it may not be as top quality as the right hand, I take that to be a bonus. Awesome! The most significant difference for me is the motor control. So with my right hand, it's way easier to control the fingers, the wrist, and the elbow, and be able to make those move in coordination of where I want my pencil to go. With my left hand, as you can see here, I'm moving my elbow all over the place. I have to move my arm. It's a lot more challenging for me to be able to control my fingers to go back and forth in those fine little spaces. So eventually, I just start coloring the whole line instead of each individual nook and cranny. Now, for the sake of your sanity, folks, most of this video is either time-lapsed, doubled in speed, or quadrupled in speed. But here you can see how painstakingly slow this process can be if I want my left hand to be just as good as my right. Now that I'm getting into coloring larger fields of area, it's also noticeable that for my left hand, it is more challenging to apply even pressure and get even color. So it seems that I'm able to control how hard I push on the pencil with my right hand and get more of an even, smooth color. With the left hand here, you can see the red is definitely lighter with my left hand looking more like pink than what those heart shapes look like on the right hand side. Now, for some reason, while I was doing this challenge, I had that silly old song going through my head.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
But in my head, I'm really beginning to seriously doubt that my left hand can do anything better than my right hand. And some hard evidence to that, folks, is all this jittery video. The left and right movement of my wrist and elbow are making the desk shake. Man, that fatigue must really be setting in. That sloppiness is starting to show through here on these last little floral petals. But I'm not going to let this challenge break me. I'm going to see it through to the end. Up to this point, I've been attempting to color within the lines, whether that's evident or not. But here on this last little flourish, I decided to add my own little detail to this cute little mandala and add some gold little polka dots around the outside. Definitely noticed on the left hand that it was way more challenging to attempt these little flourish polka dots. I couldn't get my fingers to control the pencil the way that I am able to do on the right hand side. But overall, I think this challenge was a win. I did way better in the end than I had actually anticipated doing with my left hand. Even though I wasn't fast, it still turned out all right. What do you think, guys? Have you ever done a challenge with your opposite hand? If so, give me a comment and send me a picture. I'd love to hear from you and see what challenges you're doing. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. See you next time.